Hello, hello, hello to all of my busybodies, my entrepreneurs, small business owners, and the hustlers, especially. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Accidental Hustler. I am Zambia Geiger, small business consultant, as well as serial entrepreneur. I want to tell you guys a little bit about how that came to be. So we're going to dive into that as well as, talk about different hustles and different things that you can do to make some extra money. We're also going to get your business in order. All right, so let's talk about how all of this came to be. So, I call myself the Accidental Hustler because I was in a very bad car accident back in 2013, my children and myself. And from the injuries, I ended up losing my memory. From that, I had to stop working. I was traveling all over the state, servicing youth and their families that had behavioral health issues. And I could not drive. I was getting lost. I couldn't figure out how to read maps, different things like that. GPS was confusing me. So the doctor was like, hey, it's time for you to take it on home. And I had to figure out what to do next. Like, I had to feed my kids. I was not used to anyone taking care of me. I've always been extremely independent. And so I had to come up with something that I could do in order to make sure that I fed my family, but also to keep myself from not being depressed, not stuck in a rut, feeling that woe is me. Yes, I don't have my memory. However, I still had purposeful movement of my body. So I came up with different things, different side hustles. I took the insurance money from the accident and opened a store. It was called the Shower Store, and the design was they could come in anything dealing with baby showers, anything dealing with birthday parties. If they wanted to have a party in the store, they could do that. Balloons, decorations, different things. That was the goal. But it didn't work out. Within 9 months, I closed the store. It was devastating. Devastating. I had put all of my money, all of my time, all of this energy into this place that I felt like was going to take care of me and my children, and I had to close. And I was like, dang, people were expecting this. They were expecting me to fail. I felt like I didn't have the support of my family. Like, where is everyone? We have this store. This is supposed to be something for the family. Where's the help? Blah, blah, blah. And it didn't work out. So I had to revamp that. What I did find, though, was once I closed the doors to the store, I was able to make more money. I was mobile. People were asking me to come and decorate their parties. They were asking me to come and help them plan their weddings and different things like that. So the doors of the store closing actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. So I had to adjust, adapt, and accept the fact that, even though this plan didn't work out, everything is falling into place. And so that's how the Accidental Hustler came to be. So once I started doing these parties and, going to places, setting up, decorating, more people were coming. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Can you do this for me? I have this set out, And so people were finding me and seeking me out to get their events planned. So I went from owning the store to event planner. Something that I had never planned on doing, but it was working. It was making money. I was being able to feed my kids. And so, the deeper I dove into the event planning, I started not having people that, I could depend on to get certain things. So I would just figure out how to do it. So that went from event planning, doing parties, decorations, to t-shirt making. People wanted shirts designed for their parties, and then they wanted cakes and treats. So I went from event planning to t-shirt making to cake baking. And all of these turned into different side hustles. It was under the same umbrella, but they were all, different avenues of money. What ended up happening though was, because I was doing all of these things by myself, I got a little burnt out with it. It made me really sit back and reflect on what was important. Did I need to be away from my kids every single weekend? Is the money, worth it? Am I able to charge my worth? Those are the questions that I began to ask myself as I got settled into these different businesses. It looked good. Yeah, I was all over the place, pretty popular, but I was tired. I mean, extremely tired. And I also, wasn't spending the quality time with my kids. The people that I was actually doing the business for, were getting a little neglected. So then I had to figure out how to prioritize my time as well as my businesses, because I did not want to forget my why. And that's going to be very important when you establish a business. And these are things that we're going to talk about as we go along through this journey to self-discovery for you and your business. I am looking forward to connecting with all of you. I'm looking forward to interacting with all of you. One thing that I want to cover in this episode is this going to be a business for you, or is it a hobby? Is this your passion? Is this your dream? Is this your vision? Or is it a trend? Like, are you following a trend? Is it something that you saw someone else doing that you're like, oh, I can do that better than them? Let me go ahead and, show XYZ that I can do this business better than them. So, let's really establish what your why is, why you're going into this business. What is causing you to get started? Is it that, it's deep inside of you? Like, this is your passion, this is your dream, this is something that you always wanted to do, and now is the right time to get started. Let's talk about those types of things. So the one thing that I would like to cover is that, or to let you guys know, that if it's not your passion, don't do it. Don't do it. You need to discover, what it is that you were born to be doing, what you consistently think about, what you are consistently good at doing, what people seek you out to provide. Some people are really good at cooking. Opening up a restaurant would be ideal for them. Some people are really good at baking. I never knew that I was going to be, a cake baker. I used to watch my grandmother bake all the time, but I never knew that that was going to be, one of the things that provided a ton of money, for me and my kids, even though it burnt me out. I did not know, that baking was going to be my thing. So first, I think that you really need to take some time to discover, what is going to be your thing. Because if it's not your thing, you're not going to be able to continually do it. You're going to get tired of it. You're going to put money into it. You're not going to spend your money correctly. You're just going to be, going, let me go buy stuff. Let me go, get some stuff to try this out. Let me try that out, blah, blah, blah. And then when it doesn't really work out the way that you feel like it should work out, you're going to throw it to the side. So if you don't feel like, it is really your passion and what you should be doing, let it be a hobby. Let it be something that you tinker with. Let it be something that you play around with, but do not put a business name on it. I cannot tell you how many times I have started something and realized, girl, you are not cut out for this. I can tell you one thing was I was doing event planning. One thing was the table letters. So I was like, oh my God, people are making so much money on these styrofoam letters. They like selling these letters for like $200 a letter. I went and bought a styrofoam cutter. I went and bought these big blocks of styrofoam. I probably spent about $600 and then got scared to cut the styrofoam. And then got scared to do, I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't want to do this. I put that stuff to the side. I used it twice. $600 gone, never to be used again. It was senseless. It was senseless because even though I was event planning, I had to learn that I could not do every single thing. And so while the event planning turned out to be, really good, it wasn't the heart of me. It wasn't, what I, extremely wanted to be doing. So eventually I gave that up too. It made money, but it wasn't my passion. Even with the baking, it made money, but it wasn't my passion. So I really had to dive in and figure out what my passion was. My passion is actually educating people on business and how to get started. I love the ins and outs of business. My passion is writing. So I've been able to churn out some books during the pandemic or whatever. And you talk about excitement, like I felt like that was something that I was born to do. So while you're getting these businesses started, make sure it feels in you like this is what you were born to do. Like this is your passion, and that you're not just throwing money aimlessly because you see other people making money from it. You will not get the same results. Some people are working the simplest businesses, but it's because it's their passion and it's what they like to do. So because they love to do it, the money is just pouring in. You may not get the same results as they get. So I'll encourage you, that'll be the thing that you work on this week as far as your business goes, especially if you have not gotten started yet. Is this business going to be your passion? Or is this business going to be, a hobby, something that you get into, something that you saw someone else doing and you felt like you could, just really make a profit or do it better than that other person? Because if you are not starting or continuing your business for the right reasons, I can guarantee you that eventually you're going to put it to the side and it's not going to work out. All right, so one thing that I want to leave you with this week is Rome was not built in a day. You got this business, you spent your money, you spent your time, and it might not just be working out the way that you would like for it to work. I want to encourage you to just keep going. Sit down, take a look at your plan. If you have to revamp some things, revamp. If you have to rebrand, rebrand. Do not be afraid to start over so that you can accomplish your goal. But give yourself some grace, give yourself some time. Again, Rome was not built in a day. So your business is not going to be built in a day. It's going to grow as you grow, and it's going to be great. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I look forward to interacting with you all next week. Next week I'll have my website up and running for consulting services, as well as some great apparel that'll be coming your way. But I am looking forward to this journey with you, and I hope that you guys tune in. Tell your friends about it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, and I appreciate you guys for spending this time with me.